So this weekend we're out camping with the Snow Peak Land Nest Dome, and this tent is really just a minimal setup tent, and it's perfect for late fall camping, when there's a chance of rain in the forecast, because it's a shelter style tent, so setting it up in the rain, isn't an issue or anything like that. I think there's just a lot of pros with going with something like this, and especially like at the price point too. This is part of their entry line. You can get the whole tent and tarp for under $600. I think it retails around like $549. And yeah, I'd say for that price point, there's nothing else like this shelter out there. Yeah, I'd say the inner tent is ideal for, 2 to 3 people. For the 3 of us, it's still really comfortable, where we can fit a 52-inch X-Ped Mega Mat in here, and then we have a 25-inch backpacking pad for Emmett. Still plenty of room to put extra gear storage. So this tent isn't really a standing height tent. If you're looking for something taller, you might want to look for something else. But it's still plenty spacious. It's easy to move around, easy to change clothes in. So there's a few different windows on this tent. You have the triangle windows on the corners here, and then you have the front and the back, of course. And I feel ventilation in this one is really good. The sleep system we're just using Pendleton queen size blankets, and then we use the Saijo eucalyptus sheets for it. And I feel like the combo, even in like 42 degrees, which is Fahrenheit, which is what it was last night, it felt just fine. I'd say when it gets colder than that, that's when we'll start rotating in the winter sleeping bags. But between the mid 40s, I'd say, and 50s, Pendleton blankets and the sheets, it's really nice because it creates a more like home-like bed feel. Emma's just using a winter sleeping pad, so this is the X-Ped Dura 8R. So it's a pretty warm backpacking sleeping pad, and then he has a 20-degree Big Agnes sleeping bag. The tarp sets up just like any of the other Snow Peak tarps, so you'll just lay it out flat, and then you'll use your poles actually as a guideline to create that 90-degree angle, and then just put the ropes in and lift up. It's definitely a lot easier when you have 2 people to set up these tarps. They take a little bit of practice to get used to, but once you get the hang of it, they go up in minutes. I mean, they're really quick. A tarp is just a really nice addition to any campsite, and it makes you want to spend more time, I feel like, at your campsite to enjoy, cooking activities and just hanging out around the campsite, whether you're just playing games or just talking to each other. A tarp really creates a whole different like outdoor living space, as opposed to just being out there and exposed to whatever's out there. It really adds to the setup, and it's not a lot of effort to do it. Now, I will say that not all campgrounds can fit a full tent and tarp setup. I mean, obviously we're camping on a large grass field, but the Land Nest Dome, this version of it, it's pretty small still. It's not a huge setup overall. So I'd say you have a better chance of fitting this setup within a campground. And the other thing to note is you don't have to pair it and nest it how I did it. So like the tarp doesn't have to be connected. You could also purchase a smaller version of the Land Nest Dome. So this is the medium version of it. They have a small version of it as well. So if it's just 2 people in it, yeah, there's a lot of options where you can just add to this setup as well and make it work for a larger group. Because the tarp itself, it can definitely accommodate 4 to 6 people underneath it, depending on how you arrange your tables. So for the table system, we're just using the Snow Peak single action tables and the IGT 3 unit. It worked out great for this setup, and it's amazing how simple and easy all this setup comes together. This is definitely a quick setup, and it doesn't take up a lot of room also in the vehicle. These tables, literally, like the name implies, single action, set up in just one action. You essentially just open the table, and it's fully set up. And the IGT is pretty similar as well. I mean, you can extend your IGT to make it take 30 minutes if you want, but if you just use it in its base form, I mean, you're just essentially screwing some legs on and putting a couple inserts in, and the whole thing comes together in just a matter of minutes. We actually brought along with us a pizza oven, a propane-powered pizza oven by Ooni. This is the Koda 2. Yeah, this is our first time bringing this one along to camp. We actually just got this one recently. The pizza cooks extremely fast, so you have to pay attention. You want to make sure you're turning it, I think, and lowering the heat. That was something I learned right away. Don't keep that heat fully cranked up. But yeah, I think with this one, it's going to be a lot of practice, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy, making different things inside of here. We actually tried to make cookies with it. It's also surprisingly efficient. I mean, I had it just running just to keep us warm throughout the whole time we were eating, and all morning as well, and it's still like showing on my propane gauge, still in the green. Okay, it's a little bit big to bring. The tools are definitely a little bit large, but I will say I absolutely love using this thing. So if you have ever washed dishes at camp, you know, like in the fall time when it gets colder out, it's probably the most dreaded task because the water jugs, everything gets so cold, but it has to get done. So we always like to do it with our IGT, and we have like the little wash bucket here. It's pretty easy. We use the Dometic sink, and this is the faucet for the Dometic as well. The little attachment we have on the IGT for the Dometic faucet is from Kurogi. It works really well. It's magnetic and it holds the sink in place. As it got dark and later on in the evening, we decided to make a little bit of ramen to warm up. That was our dinner, and we just kind of sat around, played some games, and just hung out under the tarp for a while. I'd say like the full tent, tarp setup, everything that you see here, I'd say it probably took around like 35 minutes to set up this entire thing. It's not at all difficult to put together. But I will say, like, if this is your first time getting into setting up a tarp setup and a tent setup, you know, plan on a little bit longer. But once you do it a few times, just like with anything, it just becomes second nature. I've played around with a lot of other camping gear from like stores like REI, a lot of the camp tables there and their furniture. And I will say, like, after using those and then using Snow Peak gear, it's a total difference in the way that things are designed. So I'd say those who are looking for something really easy to set up, but still allowing for a nice like outdoor living space and plenty of inner tent space as well. The land nest dome is a really good value, I think, for what you're getting. It's expandable, so you could add on another land nest and have an entire family or friend set up, all with the central gathering space under the tarp. And you can also just use it as a standalone shelter, so you don't have to use the inner tent. So if you bring a different tent with you and you just want an extra shelter space, you can use it as that as well. Although it's not a very tall shelter, so don't plan on like standing underneath it, of course. And even though it's late fall out and the rain was forecasted in the weekend, I will say, you know, coming out here, it's always a chance to miss all the rain, and somehow we managed to do that. So it was pretty much 100% chance of rain, and look at it, the weather was wrong. And the only time we had rain was throughout the entire night while we were sleeping, and it definitely made up for the daytime. I mean, it dumped rain like all night, but now it's just beautiful out. So I'd say if you're afraid to come out like in the fall months and the winter months, it's honestly something you should try out. I mean, even if it is raining, definitely make it out here. Get some good waterproof layers and some shoes. It's just such a different experience out here when you come out in the fall and the winter time, because it's just quiet, it's still, there's less people out, and there's just something about it. I mean, sure, it's colder out and it could be raining and wet when you're setting up, but as long as you bring the right setup with you, like a shelter and tarp like this, I think you'll find spending time at the campsite can be just so enjoyable during these months.